can only show you the door. You have to walk through it.
Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the king of the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trades above $111,000. Bitcoin has got into a new all-time highs of $112,000. How high can Bitcoin go in the coming days and the coming weeks? Is this the end of the bull market? Is this the start of a new bull market? Can we get to $150,000? We look at Bitcoin's performance against the US dollar on a weekly time frame. Also look at Bitcoin's performance against Ethereum. We look at Bitcoin's market cap. We'll pay attention to Bitcoin dominance. It looks like it's dumping right now with sentiment improving the cryptocurrency market. Are we the start of alt season? Is this the end for Bitcoin, or is this the start of something glorious for Bitcoin? We'll talk about that and more in this video. But first, guys, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. Do the necessary research and analysis before making any investment decision. Let's get down to business. Bitcoin, the king of the market, currently trades above $111,000 with a market cap of over $2.21 trillion. Bitcoin sitting at a new all-time highs, but there are many warning signals that are showing on the price chart. Now, if you take a look at what Bitcoin has done since 2022, Bitcoin has gone from as low as $15,500. We have seen Bitcoin first get to as high as $73,000 in March of 2024. Had a chill pill, went back to as high as $108,000 also in December of 2024, had a chill pill, and right now we've seen Bitcoin get to as high as $112,000. But one thing to pay attention to is that as Bitcoin's price was going higher and higher and higher, the RSI for Bitcoin was not going as high as the price again. Take a look at Bitcoin's RSI from March of 2024. That after Bitcoin's price went to as high as $79,000, the RSI set a high of 87. Bitcoin's price went to as high as $108,000. The RSI could only get to as high as 80, and right now with Bitcoin trading at above $111,000, the RSI is only at a level of 66. Market participants will say we are seeing a bearish divergence where price is increasing, but the RSI, the momentum is reducing. And historically, that has not been a good signal. Historically, that has foretell huge dump to gobbling town. Take a look at what happened in 2021. Even though Bitcoin later went to set new all-time highs, we saw the RSI not setting new highs with the Bitcoin. That was foretelling the huge dump to gobbling town that was around the corner for Bitcoin, because from Bitcoin setting new all-time highs, that dump to gobbling town saw Bitcoin losing around 77% of its value. I know that a lot of market participants will be bullish right now. If you look at sentiment in the cryptocurrency market, sentiment says there's grade right now. Yesterday there was grade, last week there was grade. Even last month, there was still grade in the cryptocurrency market with Bitcoin trading above $100,000. How can you be bearish? If you have been a bear up till this moment, you have been wrong, because Bitcoin had continued pumping aggressively. But remember, guys, the higher we go, the riskier it becomes. The more the market descends into greed and extreme greed, the more you should run for the hills. But for right now, if you bought Bitcoin at any point in time, you'll be shouting kumbaya as you'll be seeing your investments in profit. But remember, cryptocurrency market is one of the most volatile markets in the world. Huge pumps occur over a long period of time that make market participants to believe that there's not going to be a huge dump to gobbling town before we eventually see that huge dump to gobbling town eventually come. And then market participants will say Bitcoin is dead, it's never going to rise again. Then we see another pump and the cycle continues. Now, the only argument we're making right now in the cryptocurrency market is how long can the pump last? Can we continue pumping forever? Are we going to continue pumping to higher prices as a lot of corporate treasuries are buying Bitcoin front, left, and center? Mike Saylor is raising more money to buy Bitcoin. Guys, there's no infinite amount of money to buy Bitcoin, and at some point in time in the nearest future, we're going to see the rally come to a crashing halt. We're already seeing the RSI showing us some huge sign of reduced momentum. So even though we're at all-time highs in price, we can see that sentiment is not at all-time highs. Nobody's shouting on Twitter, going all crazy because Bitcoin's at new all-time highs, and we're hearing talks of crazy outrageous predictions, like talks of Bitcoin going to $150,000 just being on the table, like nothing's going to happen. Be careful out there, guys. Extreme greed has always led to extreme corrections in the cryptocurrency market. For Bitcoin, I don't think this time is different. Bitcoin has been gaining against Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency we have in the market, Bitcoin has been gaining drastically against Ethereum since September of 2022, and it got to a high. It got to a high in April of 2022. Since then, we have seen a decline. I strongly believe we will further see Bitcoin lose value against Ethereum in the coming days and the coming weeks. We have seen Bitcoin lose around 31% of its value over the last 90 days against Ethereum. I believe we're going to see it dump drastically. Maybe it can go as down as 63% from the all-time high. If we see Ethereum performing well over the next few days, that might be the telltale sign that we're at the end. Historically, Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin had led to the end of the market cycle. Take a look at what happened in 2021. We saw Ethereum outperform Bitcoin in the final phases. Bitcoin dumped 70% against Ethereum, and will you believe that was exactly the top of the market? If you sold then and went for the hills, you would have saved yourself a lot of stress. I believe we're going to see that kind of huge dump for Bitcoin's value against Ethereum, which will lead Bitcoin dominance dumping. Bitcoin dominance to the cryptocurrency market got to as high as 66% over the last few days, but right now it's back to 64%. I will not be shocked with the recent rally in the cryptocurrency market if we see Bitcoin dominance continue its decline, even going to as low as 54%. That's my target for Bitcoin dominance. That's around 10-15% from where Bitcoin is currently trading right now. That's Bitcoin dominance currently trading. That's around 15% move downwards. I believe Bitcoin dominance will dump that hard, and I believe we're going to see the altcoin market pumping. It doesn't mean Bitcoin is going to be dumping, guys. Bitcoin dominance doesn't mean Bitcoin is going to be dumping. It just means the rate of change of price for altcoins is going to be faster than Bitcoin. With Bitcoin at new all-time highs, let's assume Bitcoin goes to $150,000. That's less than the 50% move from where we're currently trading. But in the altcoin market, you can see some altcoins trying to make an attempt for 30, 40, 50, even 60% move on daily candles. So from here onwards, I believe the altcoin market is where the main money will be made. I believe in the altcoin market is where we'll see those huge gains. And even though Bitcoin is in new all-time highs, even though Bitcoin's market cap sits at the $2.2 trillion level, possibly rallying to as high as $2.5 trillion, maybe the top is in, maybe the top is not in. The indicators are saying Bitcoin is at a very precarious position. The next dump to Goblin Town might be the dump to take us out. Because, guys, picture this. All the market participants that were smart enough to buy Bitcoin at the bottom here in $15,000, assuming they had enough time to sell at the top over $100,000, and right now, so market participants are losing it. Why? They are getting liquidated. The market participants that were betting that the price of Bitcoin will continue dumping to Goblin Town. I've seen Bitcoin reverse on them. We saw somebody got liquidated yesterday for over $50 million. The final phase of the market cycle, that's what you expect. You expect to see bears losing big. You expect to see bears even getting clowned, but at the same time, the bulls don't know they are digging their own grave. Just take a look at this. The largest liquidation order happened because one trader lost $51 million, and his bet was that Bitcoin won't get to as high as $111,934, and Bitcoin did that. Bitcoin even went to as high as $112,000, getting him liquidated for over $51 million. Be careful out there, guys. Maybe Bitcoin gets to $150,000, maybe it doesn't get there, but the telltale sign of Bitcoin top is here. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin is at a new all-time highs. Over the last 90 days, we have seen Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. How high do you see Bitcoin going? The RSI is telling us Bitcoin is losing momentum. Even though Bitcoin has cracked a new all-time highs, Bitcoin is losing value against the altcoin market. Bitcoin dominance is showing some signs of weakness. How high do you think Bitcoin will still run? Are you buying altcoins or are you buying Bitcoin? Drop your thoughts about that in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notification to get notified anytime I drop a new video, anytime I go live. Remember, guys, when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too scared. Don't get too greedy. See you guys in my next video.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is.
You have to see it for yourself.